Our next stop of the day finds us at Middlegate Station. And I think this is in Churchill County, but I'm not quite positive. I'll look that up. This is where Nevada 361, where the North Terminus is. If you recall from the July trip, I drove through Luning, and it was the south terminus of Nevada 361. I'm going to do this a different day. I'm skipping a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to come back out here when I'm at a little bit slower pace. Anyway, this is the Middlegate Bar Grill. This is a pretty famous place for people who like out of the way. I hate to use the word quirky, but if you like different places, and they even have motel rooms here, which, though they look pretty rustic, I have read that they are perfectly acceptable. So, there's a bar and a grill here at Middlegate. The hamburgers are supposed to be pretty good. I've never stopped in here to my recollection. Maybe once with Charlie, but I don't recall. So, I'm going to eat. I'm going to have a hamburger. I'm going to see what's what. So, we'll walk inside and we'll see what's next. In the men's room here, you're going to notice a bunch of patches. A lot of military patches to Fallon's not that far. I'm gonna zoom in on a couple of them here in a minute. Groom Lake, that's Area 51. If you know, you know. Now I'm gonna kind of skip ahead here to 2 or 3 that I want to point out. First off, the city of Ileton. Ileton is in California. They had to disband their PD because they, well, how do I put this? They weren't insured with their sidearms because they weren't qualified with the sidearms. One of their guys went to shoot a dog, a stray dog or a loose dog that broke jail out of the back of the patrol car, and he missed and shot the Frito-Lay driver instead. So that really didn't go well, and now the sheriff's office contracts. And then I'm going to point out that my bro Jimmy B just retired from the sheriff's office of Santa Clara County. He retired from the paper roughly the same time I did. He worked at least 10 or 12 years, I think at least 10, with the sheriff's office. He worked in the jail. So he's triple dipping, God love him. Teamster pension, Social Security, and the Sheriff's Office a pension. And I'm going to point out the San Francisco patch. Golden Peace, Fire, and War is what the Spanish means. This is a pretty cool patch. So there's a bunch of other stuff here that I'm not going to film every single one of them. And I'm going to walk out, order, and eat, and I'm going to relax. So here you go. There you go. I'm inside the bar, or the restaurant, the bar and grill. There's a historical plaque out in front, and I'll talk more about Middlegate and the station and the history when I leave. Got themselves a pool table. Now, what I'm going to point out here is, like in Parkfield, at the Parkfield Cafe, there's a lot of dollar bills on the ceiling, and of course, you know, I've got mine. I've got these cards that I made, I've talked about in the past. There's my card for my YouTube channel, as well as what kind of shaking. Jesus, dude. So there you go. So I ordered, and they're rustling up my grub right now, and we'll show you when it comes. Oh, damn, dude, I'm old. Here we go. Bacon cheeseburger, no sauce. Fries. A single, not a double. You know, I haven't been eating nearly as much as I used to. Diet Pepsi out of the fountain. We're going to enjoy lunch. Middlegate was kind of discovered, in a sense, in the early 1850s, when the first surveyors are out here. This was on the This was a Pony Express stop, and then it was a place for the to supply the mines. And then when the mines played out, this is now on the Lincoln Highway, and it survives. You see, there's a people here. It's got the burger was. It was every bit what I had read. It's good. If you're ever out here and you think, I'm hungry, you look at this place and go in and eat, and you won't be disappointed. So I'm going to press on. I'm still unsure if I'm going to Austin or to Eureka. I'm starting to run out of steam. We'll see when we get there. So we'll see what's next. This guy went in to eat, and he's wearing like a full adventure one-piece suit. He's on a KTM Super Adventure R 1290. He said he loves it. You see, he's not packing a whole lot of gear here, so God love him. You see all the crap that I threw in the truck. So, and I smashed my head on the little roof dealie. So, sometimes it's just hell to be tall. So, we're gonna press on here. I'm gonna say that somewhere out here is the old highway past Eastgate. I'm not going to take it today, but I'm going to probably talk about it, so we'll see. Now I'm going to tell a story out here. My brother Charlie had an 82 Honda CB900C, and he was out here 83, 84, early on in life, and he rode from Hayward to Salt Lake City, and he was out here on US 50, and he was riding 100 miles an hour, and he forgot the cardinal rule of rural travel, and that's get gas when you can, and don't wait till you're down to a quarter of a tank or the light pops on, because there may not be gas anywhere out here. Anyway, he runs out of gas about right here or so, and there's no cell phone, there's nobody out here. It just so happens that an NHP trooper stops by, picks him up, takes him into Austin. They get gas in a can. The trooper drives him back out. Charlie has enough gas to ride to Austin, fill up, and he continues on his way to Salt Lake City. It was over a 750-mile day, and then his last day was from St. George, Utah, back to Hayward, which is almost 670 miles. Now, I've never been able to quite ride like that. I think the longest day I ever rode was about 550 miles, and it was a very, very long day. Nevertheless, that's a story about my brother. I have his permission to tell it. So we're going to press on into Austin. We'll see what's next. Now I'm going to pull into the park right here. There's no vacancy. I don't have cell service. So I'm in a bit of a pickle here. It's late. I'm running out of steam. It's 4:30. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I have no way to find out if anybody in Battle Mountain or Eureka has rooms. And so I drive back down the hill, and I get a room, and I talk about that in the closing shot. So you'll see me pull in right here. The gal that helped me, which you'll see in the closing shot, is in the Toyota right here. I I lucked out. You'll hear the story now, so you'll see what's next. Guys and gals, I'm going to finish up yesterday's trip this morning. You're going to see on the film, hopefully, that when I drove up the hill into town, the Pony Canyon had no vacancy, and the Cozy Mountain had no vacancy. And this is it for Austin, Nevada. But the other side here has not the no vacancy light lit. So I pulled in, and the gal, whose name begins with a C, and I'm sorry I don't remember, was in her car, in her truck. And she said, well, I said, one light says no and one light doesn't. And she looked, and she had one room left, which I'll talk about on the film for today. So, in closing yesterday, let me look at the mileage. I think I drove 100 and God damn the sun, I never seem to know what to do with the sun. 194.8 miles from when I reset it. God, I'm already beat. So I'm going to close here by saying that this is, again, your host, Joe. Thank you for coming by another one of my travel vlogs on Life with Joseph. This is the end of Longball 23 Extravaganza. Hell, I can't remember, but you'll see it. Text it in here. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you, and we'll see you for the next one.